Greetings, everyone. Welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and we're in my in-laws' basement bar area. We're house sitting for the last few days and dog sitting, my wife and I, which has been a great escape and change of scenery from the last 2 months and what we've been going through. To elaborate on what you just read in the stills before, on February 2nd, 2018, I received a call from my crying father and yelling mother in the back that my older brother Mike died. This is my 5th attempt to make this video. Obviously, it still hurts. I had my younger brother with me, George, at the first couple of times, and we just couldn't get through it. George, my younger brother, told me that he wouldn't feel comfortable doing a video with me at this point. And to speak on his behalf with him. We found out my older brother Mike died from a heart attack. He was 40 years old. There's a lot of backstory, which there's not enough memory on my phone or the camera to hold. And my video is already long enough and they drag on. So I'm not going to do that. My brother died. We buried him a week later. Reluctantly, but I had no option. Being now the oldest brother, my family told me to take the reins and arrange everything and do everything. My parents speak English well. They're Greek, as am I, but I was born in Canada as a Canadian. But I do speak Greek, and I'm very entrenched in the culture and my heritage. I was given and bestowed the honor, and it depends on how you see it, and burden to do everything for the family, arrange everything, speak to the funeral home, coroner, police, church. It's not about me. It's been daunting. It's been a nightmare. I told myself I have to start doing these videos. Doctors alike, family members saying, Steve, you have to get back to what you did and loved because it's hurting you. And that goes for everyone in the family. And though my videos suck sometimes and are dragged on and don't always have the best content, and I know I don't have that many subscribers or viewers, but it doesn't bother me. It's me, and it's the honest me, unfiltered and raw. It's been very tough. My parents lost their firstborn son, which in a Greek family, and I know a lot of European families or whatever, he's the second, he's king under the father. And that's been very daunting. My brother, Mike, who passed, has left a 2.5-year-old child, girl. She doesn't fully understand. She thinks Daddy's an angel now. And hopefully we're going to help try raise her. Now, I didn't drink all this, by the way. I remember my wife saying, if you do it in front of the bar, they're going to think you've been drowning in sorrows. I'm like, no, I've drank before on camera. Hennessy. I asked my in-laws if I can smoke downstairs. You should have saw their face. Actually, my father-in-law said, go ahead. My mother-in-law was like, oh, I don't know. And anyways, it's not my home, so I respect that. In my home, I would, but not here. I'm getting on with it. We buried my brother. It was a beautiful ceremony. He's left a daughter. She has a mother, girlfriend, whatever they were. It's become very difficult to deal with that situation. I'm going to tell you guys something which is kind of weird. It might sound strange, but please understand something. Burying my brother, though tragic and heart-wrenching, was easy. I dealt with professionals, people that cared. The support's been overwhelming. It's been amazing. Love from everywhere, from Greece, from other parts of the world, the US, Canada, of course. Friends and family alike have helped with money, but more so helped with calling. Steve, you good? Is the family good? Let's talk. Get it out. Let me get you out of the house. And I was stuck in the apartment. I haven't played a video game, my arcades, console, pinball, in a month and a half. My last video was the first week of January. Look at the date. I didn't care. I had no emotion, no interest. Now I'm getting back into it, and again, almost by doctor's orders, you are going to fall into depression. Steve, don't do this. You have a great energy. He even thinks he thinks he's on pain in the ass. And he goes, get back into it. We love you for it. Fine. Let's move forward. Burying my brother was the easy part. Dealing with the aftermath has been a nightmare. No will. No, the beneficiaries, the baby. How we're going to spend the insurance money. What alterations. Paying for the funeral. Dealing with all of his estate. Nightmare. Let's pause. Dealing with my brother's passing. Being now the head of the family. My dad has told me, and it almost feels different when you say it in Greek. My great uncles in their 80s, in their 90s, people from Greece has said to me, and it sounds a little strange to me, that Steve, you are the head of the family now. You're in control. And if it was the movie, like, Game of Thrones or something in that respect, you'd kind of be like, wow, he's the next guy. It's not a movie. It's kind of hip and cool and gangster, like, oh, it's almost like Godfather. Old men in their 90s, millionaires, the priest kissing my hand. You're next. You're the guy. Please take care of this family. You're the glue. Take care of your younger brother. Make him a man. Make him bigger. Make him stronger. Take care of your family. Take care of your niece. My wife has been a rock. Mary, I love you to death. I'm going to tell you guys something. Whether you believe me or whether or not, you may not like me. You may not care. It doesn't bother me. Even my worst enemy I'll give this advice to. I don't It doesn't matter what state, if you're in the United States, province, or territory, or in Canada, if you're overseas and you're watching, it doesn't matter to the jurisdiction. Everyone's a little different. Do me a favor and make it easy on your family. If you love your family, get your finances in order, get your estate in order, get your will in order, get a will, and make sure the beneficiaries are updated, and make sure if something happened to it tomorrow, it's going to be make it easier for the people and be allocated to the right people. Cheers. Steve, I can't afford a will. In Canada, they range between a good one, 5 for individuals, 3 to 600. Couples, 6 to $1,000. Canadian money, very different. Steve, I can't afford a will. What do I do? I'm scared. I don't know this stuff. Google it. Homemade will, how to make a will without a lawyer. It's there. I've done it. I've seen it. I don't have one yet. I want to get one official soon. Don't delay. Even if you can't afford it, times are tough, we understand. I will get one. If I can spend money on my arcade nonsense, I can do it on this. Write down your name. Again, the format's there. I, Steve Antonarakis, give in right body and mind, proclaim that, I give this to this, that to that. Have a witness, have a second witness. Keep it somewhere safe. You know what's really crazy? You know where the lawyer told, because now my parents are getting a will, where to put the will if they don't know you have one? You would never guess. In the refrigerator. I shit you not. When someone passes, what's the first thing you do? You start cleaning out. You don't want things to rot. What do? You look in the fridge. Boom. It's in the crisper drawer. It sounds nuts. Keep a copy in the fridge. Madness, I know. Or you want to go extreme, block of ice. The lawyer told me this. Strange, but it makes sense. Or tell your family you have a will and it's with the court. Because if you don't know, you can get a court to search and they'll find it. All right, let's move forward. Get your estates in order. Take a day. Write it down. It's worth it. Believe me, if you love your family, you don't want them to suffer like we've been doing, get a will or write it, make one of yourself. If you don't like your family, leave it the hell because it's brutal. Okay. Mike passed on February 2nd, 2018. My godmother, who was at Mike's funeral, who told me, Steve, you got to come to Greece this year. I want to see you again. I haven't seen you since you got married. Please come. My daughter just had a baby. They got married. I want to show you around Greece again. It's been 9 years since I've been there. Come back. We missed you. Done. 3 weeks after Mike's funeral, she passes away. I can't catch a break, man. 54 years old, brain aneurysm. She started feeling a little pain. Something doesn't make sense. We have to go to a specialist in Crete. We're from Rhodes, Greece. Rhodos. Crete. Crete. Try to revive. Vegetable, comatose, passed away. February 2018 has been, to date, the worst month in my entire life. This year has been a nightmare for me. It's been very difficult. I hope... I'm not going to even say that. I want to share with you a few memories of my brother and my godmother. I didn't know her as well, but she she looked after me from time to time. Penny, Panayota, and Greek. If you ever want a longer video, believe it or not, I know my videos are long. If you have it in the background, you want to hear some great stories. Especially if you want to look at my Street Fighter II Champion Edition memories. It's long, if you want to hear and share with me my brother's Mike's legacy and what he gave us, watch the video. I'm not monetized. I don't get paid for this. It's not to make money or likes or subscribers. If you want to hear the full story and how much enthusiasm we've had for him, that's going to tell you. Mortal Kombat 2 videos, Mortal Kombat 1, and more to come, because I haven't finished my collection. I will be speaking about my brother and my memories of him, past and present. He's still with us in the years to come when I build my collection. He was a tough guy to get along with. Now, Steve, you just said you... I know. Let's be honest. He was a tough guy to get along with. We fought often. He had a troubled past. He had some demons. He got involved with some people that influenced him negatively. Despite the family's encouragement, our love, support, financial support, emotional support, and that equity put into him. We gave him chances. We tried everything. My brother died of a heart attack at 40, but there was a lot that built up to it. Everyone out there, please take care of yourself. It's not worth it. If there's people that need professional help and they hate you at the moment, they'll love you later. It's worth it. Take it. It's worth it. Tough guy to get along with. We fought often because I wanted to improve him in his life. As an older brother, he said he knew better. Now he was a father, so now he had that all over us because my wife and I have been having trouble having kids for years. The times that we were together with my younger brother George and our friends, because Mike was the spark and the catalyst to me wanting an arcade and being involved in the arcade scene when we were kids, teaching us Street Fighter, making us do Shoryukens, making us do Hadoukens in Street Fighter until our hands bled on the Super Nintendo, on the controller. Do it again. You didn't do 10 in a row. You didn't do it right. Mortal Kombat, do the fatalities. No, you got to be better. He taught us. He taught my friends, his friends, younger brother's friends. We're all friends. Doesn't matter if we're 10 years apart. Not, I was 3 with Mike. Within us, our cousins. Mike was the one that brought it from the arcade to us on console and brought us to the arcade. That's where you learned. You didn't have online back then. We're talking the early 90s. Steve, get better. People respect you, da-da-da. That's where I looked up to my brother. He was the guy. He was the one that leads the family to the new generation in the future. The last time I spoke to Mike and saw him was Christmas Day, December 25th, 2017. He asked me how the arcade thing was going. I told him, I just got 2 pinballs. One I'm working on, Ninja Turtles, one Hobbit I got. That I'm making connections in the hobby. That I have my own. He knew I had a YouTube channel. Watched a few episodes. He goes, Steve, I want you to get better. Do it. Build the arcade like when we were kids. I can't believe that's going to be sick. I can't wait to come and we'll fight in fighting games. We'll bring it back to how we used to be. We'll smoke cigars. We'll drink. This is why I want to build my arcade. I've always wanted to. Not for him only, but to share with the people around me the experience. That's why my wife is so accepting of the hobby. It's not me, everyone. If I was a friend of yours watching, or if you ever said, hey Steve, I'm in your area, trust me, I want to come play, you will come. Now, okay, I can't have everyone, but yes, I would invite you. I want you to. As long as you're civil, you don't break things, and you're cool, no problem. Bring a cigar too, come on. But I'm just saying, yes, this is why we do this. Others may not, I do. This is why top tier, if all goes well, which I don't even know what that means anymore. after this tragedy. This is what I want to build, and I've always wanted to build. Ever since, I've always actually wanted an arcade in a game room back in the mid to like 2005-06 when I first met my wife. But it never came to fruition until 2012 when I got my first cab, and you know how it works. We had a lot of laughs together, Mike and I. His stories were crazy. He was crazy. If you think I'm crazy. But unfortunately, habits, life, and it was just this time. With my godmother, Penny, looked after me, always said I was good, keep going, you're doing well, don't listen to the others. We were in the same boat. She was in Greece, but she said, come visit, you're welcome. You were my first. She actually was a godparent to 4 kids. I was the first. You have to lead us. You have to lead your family. You're the one with your head on your shoulders, despite having 17 arcade and pinball machines, which she thought was cool, but didn't understand. Like, what the hell are you doing? But I'll miss her. I will. I don't know what more to say. Included in my top tier sketch, which I haven't showed you because it's a few ideas that I don't want to give it out yet because it'd be boring if I later do them. What I'm thinking of doing is like a little, not shrine, that's weird, but a little memorandum of Mike in the arcade because of his influence. I have a few ideas I've drawn, written, talking to some designers. I get nothing. Actually, we'll see. I just don't know what space. But he'll be honored. And I've given my oath to do that. And his 3 initials. My 3 initials now in the arcade is TTA, Top Tier Arcade. Back there, it was STV, Steve. I don't know, what the hell. His was something unique, and I don't want to reveal it yet. It might be a few years while I build it, but it'll be worth the wait. Guys, listen. I've given a lot of insight. If you take my advice, you can. It's coming from the most bottom of my heart to help anyone to prepare if in case something happens. If you're a parent with kids and, make a will, do something, it's worth it. Can't afford it, go online, it's there. Yes, it's not as official. Yes, can someone contest it, say, no, you still owe me that Turtles pinball. You write it, you have a witness, it's something. And it is permissible in court. Again, other than if someone contests. Ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, kids, whatever. I'm going to leave with you with this. I wear, this was given to me by people overseas. I wear a cross from the biggest church in our island, and a mati in Greece means like eye, like the evil eye that wards off, it's a talisman that wards off evil spirits. A lot of Orthodox, Turkish use it, a lot of countries. Is it hard to believe in God? Yes. Is it hard to believe that someone that was on the right track, though, had a shady past and was getting better? Was it their time to go? No. Why my godmother has passed, beautiful kids, great hard-working person. Why would God take them? Do I go to church and do I question it? Yes. Do I look in the mirror with these on and question it? Yes. Do I believe in God? I want to. It's getting tough. It's getting tough. Do I have this as an evil eye because people talk nonsense and want hate upon me and my family, I think yes. Everyone, sometimes I don't know what to believe anymore. But I believe this. Sometimes I can come off very crass, obnoxious, rude, nuts. I get it. A lot of people when they first meet me think the exact same. People that have watched me, who I've met, said the same. Oh my God, Steve, when I first met you. Now, I played with their kids. I've talked and hung out with their wife. That sounds weird, but like we together with dinner, and we become friends. Loyal friends. And they said, Steve, damn it, I was wrong about you. I'm sorry, I got to admit. You're a lot... Now, again, this is not about me, but I'm just... What I'm trying to say is, all we can do in life is smile, be grateful that we have family and friends, our health, and if your health is declining, try to get better and make it easier and better for the people that are around you so they can remember you like I remember Mike and Penny. If there is a God and there is a heaven, and Mike, if you're listening, and Penny, if you're listening, my heart will always be with you. My thoughts will always be with you. The good times will always make me laugh and be with me. I'll never forget. I don't forget and haven't forgotten since. I love you. I'll try my best to make things right in life. And if there's a heaven, not yet. I got a lot of life to live. But one day I hope to see you again. Whew, it's been a while. Everyone, I thank you for checking out my channel, listening, watching, and supporting. I have to move forward. My next video, which might take a little bit, but it's coming. It's recorded, just have to edit some things. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Part 6, I think, is where I populate the play field. Has been recorded since my year-end videos, so I've been doing it for a month and a half, or about a month, and then after Mike's and Penny's passing, I've delayed. Now I've had a few weeks to work on it, and I finished it. And it works. You're going to see the video. There's 2 more videos coming until its completion. It's an awesome video detailing how to put it together, then showing it if it works. But again, I want you to watch. It's very cool. Thereafter, there's going to be a lot of tours that I missed out on, Top Tier on Tour, because of the tragedies that I'm going to be following up with. There's going to be game reviews, maybe new segments. This has flipped me out of whack. My schedule's off, but I mean, you know, bigger fish to fry. There's a lot coming. Please be a little patient with me. I have a lot going on still, and it's not even over yet. Dealing with the estate and dealing with the government and dealing with lawyers and dealing with... It's brutal. But I have to get back into it. I'm feeling a little better. My work has been outstandingly supportive. Everyone around you supportive. Guys, it's been a pleasure. God bless you all, to you and your families. I know it sounds cheesy. Hug the people you love. Hug, kiss, and be grateful for while they're here. And I'll see you shortly. All the best to you all. And I'll see you shortly again. Peace and love.